Welcome back. Reviewers are still filing their stories about New York's Fashion Week, but the models are already hitting the runways in London. Judging by the Twitter traffic, New York's Fashion Festival generated a lot of excitement, no doubt. There were more than 1 million tweets about the shows. Michael Kors generated the most, followed by Ralph Lauren and Alexander Wang. Well, Ojy Okpe is not only on the staff of Rise News, she had a very up-close and personal connection with New York's Fashion Week. This is the second you actually got a chance to walk down the runway. And of course, welcome to her. This is your first time on a Rise Review.
This is my first time on a Rise Review, Julian.
So you had a chance to walk down the runway. Tell us about that experience.
Well, I do Fashion Week every season. So I have designers who I love working with. Mariana Valentina is one of my favorite, and she's a dear friend of mine. So I've done her shows over the past 4 years now. So
now, we have a clip. Is this you walking down the runway here?
I think that would be me.
Yes. Now, I just want to disclose, for those of you who don't know, Ojy, she actually is a supermodel, and we are just so pleased to have her here. Well, you were a supermodel. You still are a supermodel.
I don't know what that term means.
Well, we know what it means. You're famous, and you're gorgeous, and all those other good things.
Thank you, Julie.
What did you wear this year?
Well, this season I had some colors in, I wore Charles & Run and also Mariana Valentina. This was last season in her turban.
My goodness.
She's a really, really famous designer from Spain, and she does a lot of turbans and a lot of sheer details with sequins. And so this year I did her show wearing a beautiful sequin gown.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. Was there a tribute by you or others to the late Joan Rivers?
Yes, I would say one of my favorite shows this season, which I thought was really strong, was Denise Basso. He opened up his show with a 5-minute silence, paying a tribute to Joan Rivers. I think they were really good friends, and his show is always one of the strongest shows to go. And this season he threw in a little bit of fur, which I thought was really brilliant, because this is what we know Joan for. She's always in her elegant fur.
And interestingly enough, even with folks being politically correct or what it were, those anti-fur people, but he stepped out on there and then used fur
yes,
nonetheless.
But I think these were faux furs. So yeah, I think he's not really one of those designers that would go out and use real fur in his collection. But this time he just used it to pay a tribute to Joan Rivers.
Absolutely. You mentioned some other strong designers this year here in New York: Carmen Mark Valvo, and of course Zhang Toy. I think, did I pronounce that right?
Zhang Toy. Zhang Toy's collection this season, I think, was wonderful. He was celebrating his 25th anniversary in the fashion industry, and he titled his collection this season "A Privileged Life, the American Dream." Zhang Toy was a Malaysian designer who came to this country a couple of years ago with only $300 in his pocket.
Wow.
To study at the Parsons School of Design. So he decided this year to give it up for America and celebrate his 25th anniversary by titling his collection The American Dream.
Wow.
Yes. So
I'm still trying to get the American Dream. I had more than $300, and I'm still struggling right now. I don't understand this. People come over here.
I don't know how he did it. But
we were looking at some of the video here of the runway models coming down. I mean, some stunning designs. I'm just looking at this one right here, just absolutely fantastic. But you're looking at some of these designs, and do people actually wear these things on the street?
Some of these collections are really just for shows. They're not really pieces that are made to be worn. But a lot of the spring collection are actual pieces that you can wear.
Okay, well, let's talk about that, because one of the other strong designers you mentioned is Carmen Mark Valvo, and we're going to show that right now.
Yes.
Talk about it.
Carmen is known for his silhouettes. He's been defined as a designer who knows how to capture a woman's body body. And this season, I think he did a great job in doing that.
And I guess a man's body, too. I saw a couple of men running.
Right. I think that was last season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Carmen is a magnificent designer, and he's always wowed the audience with his celebrity guests.
You know, I'll talk about money in a second here. I don't know if anybody can afford some of these designs and outfits here. I mean, you know, I think most of us go to TJ Maxx or Marshalls and stuff like that. I mean, these things are just, I'm sure, off the roof in terms of what they cost.
Right.
But what about some of the new emerging designers? Who's out there right now?
Right. So now we have a few emerging designers from Africa, especially. I would say David Dali was a real big showstopper. He's opened up his show with a marching band of supermodel Tyson Beckford. Oh, yeah. And this is the second time showing here at New York Fashion Week, and he's gotten a lot of rave reviews. And he, I would say, is one of the designers that have broken into the market in the American fashion industry, and I think that he will do so well.
Interesting.
Another designer I would say is Diola Sego. She's a Nigerian designer, and this is the first time she's actually showing at New York Fashion Week. She's shown a couple of times, but with other designers. So this was the first actual show in the tent. So, and so far she has done remarkably well with her collection. This season, I think she did with her daughter's clan.
We got about 30 seconds left here. What can we expect in London? I mean, of course, this is great over here. Across the pond, as I call it, what can we expect there?
I think it's the season now is spring. The same thing, colors and patterns and a lot. I think we would see a lot of long, flowy dresses and spring is always so beautiful, so I think that's what we should look out for.
Oh, spring is in the air.
Yes.
As you saunter down the runway, don't make yourself so scarce around the set here of Arise Review. Okay?
I'll try not to. I'll try not to.
This was great. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you, Julian.
Okay. And thank you for joining us for Arise Review. I'm Julian Phillips. Have a great, wonderful, and productive week. We'll see you next week.